do you think, dude? He's literally gonna pick up truck behind me. He's acting like I'm the boss hand. But he needs to slow down. We have for you today a wonderful Wednesday. A little misty, but supposedly the sun's supposed to come out today, which will be different than the last couple of weeks. We haven't really seen the sun a lot this month. It's been a weird June, I'll tell you that much. And today, topic of the day is sometimes you get knocked down, but you always should get up again. What does that mean? I'll be honest, I had a rough day yesterday between work and then biking home, some other stuff. Yesterday was a rough day. And the thing that kind of capped it off in my head and really frustrated me yesterday is I'm heading home from work. I had a migraine. I don't know, I think it was caffeine related, but had a migraine. Was heading home on the bike, and I got to, there's a sketchy bridge. There's someone coming to the right. Yeah, they're close enough. I'm gonna let them go. So I was coming home on this bridge. It's narrow, and you jump out, and so you have to take the whole lane when you're coming down the hill. So normally, going to work, I take the lane at the top of the hill, and if anyone comes along and they, I think that it'd be smarter to just wave them through, I can pull over to the shoulder early and wave them through. So yesterday, and then going home from work, I have to take the lane at the top of the hill because the line of cars will be so long if I don't that it's going to be a problem. So usually what I do is I wait until the first line of cars is gone, and then I take the lane because there's no more cars coming as far as I can see, and then I go as fast as I can down the hill, across the bridge, and then after the bridge I can get back onto the shoulder. I do it every single day. It's not a math trick. There's nothing crazy going on. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm trying not to get smooshed going over that bridge. So yesterday, took the lane at the top of the hill, no line of cars coming, nothing even close to behind me. I get about 3/4 of the way down that hill. I'm almost at the bridge. All the way, and I can see in my mirror, just cresting the top of the hill is a dump truck. And I'm watching him because with dump trucks you really do have to play it a little smarter than with cars. Cars have the ability to slow down, where dump trucks, if they don't see you, they don't. You can get creamed by a dump truck very easily. So, and a tractor trailer. So with those guys, even though a lot of them can be inconsiderate, you still need to play it smart because your life is in their hands. I see him coming down this hill, and he's coming at a pretty good clip of speed. And I have my bright orange shirt, my blue and yellow backpack with reflectors. I'm not unnoticeable, and it was bright. It was bright out yesterday. The sun had come out. It was kind of nice. So he gets about halfway down the hill. He has slowed down. I can see it in my mirror. And then he decides to honk at me. I'm almost across the bridge at this point. Like, I'm the asshole in his way. I don't think I'd quite reached the bridge, but I was getting close to crossing it. And he honks at me. So the whole time I'm thinking, what the hell Are you seriously going to try to run me over? He didn't. He did slow down. I was watching the whole time because, like I said, dump truck, it's not a place to fuck around and find out. That's a place to, you know, because I have seen before where dump trucks lose their brakes, you know, and they run off the road. And he just wasn't one of those cases. Climb. Yeah, this is climb. So that really frustrated me yesterday. So I got home, I had a small cup of decaf, which helped the caffeine headache. It wasn't a big one, but it was one. Had a small cup of decaf, enjoyed it. Headache started to go away. Got my bike computer in the mail. Behind. Come on. Got my bike computer in the mail finally. That's the beeping that you hear. So I'm like, well, I've got the bike computer, got it all set up, got everything equipped. And so I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go ahead and go for a ride. Just maybe try to clear my head. My head started to feel better, didn't have a headache anymore. Trying to get some blood flowing. Trying to think. And yeah, I had a decent ride. Wasn't too bad. Went to the place where I used to have a local legend. I don't anymore, but I still go there every once in a while just because I like it over there. I don't need a local legend to like to ride somewhere. Oh. So I went and rode out there, came home. I was still feeling kind of moody. I didn't feel too bad, but like I said, just still felt a little moody. Was still feeling kind of shitty. But then I ran into a woman at the mailbox. I had to stop and pick up the quad lock that is going to go on either my mountain bike or Bubba. I haven't decided which one's which yet, because this no longer has a quad lock on it. The GoPro's back on its GoPro mount, because now I have a bike computer on this, because I'd rather have a bike computer on this bike than a phone doing the bike computer. This is usually my weekend dream machine. If I go for a long cruise ride on the e-bike, I'm not really too worried about stats. But yesterday stopped and got my mail, and I ran into this really nice woman, and she, you know, we started chatting. You know, I noticed she was throwing some of her junk mail away, because we have a trash can that the USPS or the park takes and shreds all of the mail for us, which is awesome. Because we get so much junk mail. So she was throwing it away, and I just struck up a conversation with her, and we started chatting, and she started asking, how far do you go to work every day? I told her, no, I ride about 6 miles to and from work every day, a minimum. And she was like, oh, that's awesome. And then she started telling me that there's a ride in September, for the month of September, where, you know, you gain up all your miles. All right. Oh, that's the only negative about this bike computer, is I can't answer calls. It's okay though. It makes me have to stop, pick up the phone, call, and then I don't get distracted riding as much. What was I gonna say? I ran into a woman yesterday who basically was like, hey, we do a ride in September around that time to raise money for kids. All you have to do is, you say you're going to do X amount of miles, and then you just find some people at work who are willing to donate, a small amount per mile. And we'll just give it to charity. And so I think 100% on board with that. I think I'm going to do it when it comes available. The only thing I thought about when I was agreeing is September can be busy for me work-wise. Drink water. Yes, sir. What time we got? 6:08. We're not making bad time. That's why I wanted to leave early. Trying to add more time onto each ride. Give myself more time to get some miles in, more time to get stuff done. So with situations like the dump truck yesterday, and sometimes people will honk at you and people will tell you get off the road and stuff like that. With stuff like that, some people it's going to make them go, I don't want to ride anymore. I don't want to be involved with that. And the biggest suggestion I can make is don't let small things like that deter you. If you were doing something wrong, I'd say take the information in and learn to be better and do better. But if you weren't doing anything wrong and you were just riding, I say screw them. Get back on the bike. Go, keep riding. There's no reason to stop just because people are yelling at you or honking at you. I know it might be a little irritating to you and frustrating, but it really is what it is. People get angry at me every day from work, so I'm pretty used to that. For me, it's more I don't want to get hit by a semi, which I think is a pretty natural fear for everyone, but it's pretty easy to avoid. Stay visible, stay vigilant with a mirror, and don't do anything out of the ordinarily dumb. Like take a lane from a dump truck barreling down a hill, which another thing I meant to mention in that story, the area we're talking about is a 35. He came over that hill easily at 50. And a lot of people do. A lot of people do drive through there fast. But it's one of those things where just because everyone's breaking the rules doesn't mean that it makes it okay to then break the rules. It's not how that game works. It's not how that plays out. So I say don't let people deter you. Get out there, get back on the bike. If you feel like you were doing something unsafe, adjust what you were doing so you feel safer. And I say continue riding. And that's really all I have to say about that. Good luck to all of you. Be safe out there. We'll chat with all of you next time. Thank you for watching.